Poco has launched the Poco X3 Pro smartphone in Europe. It's the first phone in the world to be powered by the Snapdragon 860 4G SoC and an Adreno 640 GPU. It features a 6.67-inch Full HD Plus 120Hz IPS display with a 240Hz touch sampling rate. The phone offers a quad rear camera setup with a 48-megapixel primary shooter and a 20-megapixel front camera. The Poco X3 Pro offers up to 8GB of RAM and 256GB of UFS 3.1 storage. Keeping the lights on is a 5160 mAh battery with 33-watt fast charging support. In Europe, the Poco X3 Pro will be priced starting at around Rs 21,500. Poco has launched the Poco F3 smartphone in Europe. It is powered by a Snapdragon 870 SoC and features a 6.67-inch Full HD Plus 120Hz AMOLED display with support for HDR10+ and a 360Hz touch sampling rate. The phone offers a triple rear camera setup with a 48-megapixel primary shooter and a 20-megapixel front camera. The Poco F3 can include up to 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. Keeping the lights on is a 4520 mAh battery with 33-watt fast charging support. In Europe, the Poco F3 will be priced starting at around Rs 30,000. Several phones are currently listed for discounts on Amazon India as part of its Amazon Fab Phone Fest promotion. For most phones, Amazon has added a coupon code written just below the price of the device, which needs to be availed upon checkout to grab the discount. With the coupon code, the OnePlus 8T is available at a Rs 2,500 discount for a price of Rs 40,499 for the 8GB RAM and 128GB storage variant, while the OnePlus 8 Pro gets a Rs 3,500 discount and can be bought for Rs 51,499 for the 8GB RAM and 128GB model. The Samsung Galaxy M51, meanwhile, is available starting at Rs 21,749. The Redmi Note 9 Pro Max is listed starting at Rs 14,999 and the Oppo A31 can be bought for Rs 9,990. The promotion runs until March 25th. OnePlus has claimed in a poster that the upcoming OnePlus 9 series of smartphones has already received over 3 million reservations in China. OnePlus will officially launch the phones globally on March 23rd, while China will get a launch event on March 24th. For the OnePlus 9 series, the company has collaborated with Swedish camera maker Hasselblad on image processing techniques. OnePlus is also expected to launch the OnePlus Watch smart wearable device along with the new smartphones. OnePlus CEO Pete Lau has said on Weibo that the OnePlus 9 series of smartphones will launch with Oppo's ColorOS Android skin in China. Up until now, OnePlus phones came with Hydrogen OS in China and Oxygen OS in the rest of the world. Lau has also said that the phones currently running Hydrogen OS will continue to receive support. The OnePlus 9 series is set to launch globally on March 23rd, while China will see a launch event on March 24th. Both OnePlus and Oppo, along with Vivo and Realme, are owned by Chinese conglomerate BBK Electronics. The upcoming OnePlus Watch is up for pre-orders in China. Chinese retailer JD.com is currently accepting a deposit of around Rs 600 on a pre-order, which will give users a discount of around Rs 1100 on the final purchase. This comes after a leaked image of the watch was retweeted by the firm's official Twitter account. The OnePlus Watch is expected to be launched on March 23rd along with the OnePlus 9 series. A new medical study suggests that the Galaxy Buds Pro True Wireless Earbuds can help people with hearing impairments. According to Samsung, a study published in the renowned medical journal Clinical and Experimental Otorhinolaryngology evaluated the effectiveness of the wireless earbuds against a medical hearing aid and found that the Galaxy Buds Pro's ambient sound feature could allow those with mild to moderate hearing loss to better engage in conversation. The study found that individuals wearing the wireless earbuds could understand spoken words better. Instagram is the most invasive widely used app according to cloud storage firm pCloud. The firm conducted an analysis of some popular apps using the Apple App Store's privacy labels. According to their report, Instagram and Facebook collect 86% of all available user data, and while Instagram shares 79% of it with third parties, Facebook shares 57%. LinkedIn and YouTube also find themselves on the list, sharing 50% and 42% of user data with advertisers respectively. On the other hand, pCloud said that apps like Signal, Clubhouse and Netflix do not share any user data with third parties at all. Twitter has previously been reported to be working on an undo send button for tweets, which will give users a few seconds of time to undo their tweets before they get published. However, this feature could be only available to paying users as part of Twitter's upcoming subscription service. Reverse engineering expert Jane Manchun Wong, who had originally reported this news, said that the social media company is working on an app subscription service that would include this feature. Twitter is also working on a super follow that would let content creators charge users for exclusive content. Cyberpunk 2077 developer CD Projekt Red has announced that the game will soon get its long-awaited 1.2 patch. The patch will bring much requested changes to the police response time, driving, and movement mechanics. The police will now take a more realistic time to respond to crimes rather than spawning right behind the player. CDPR have also added a steering sensitivity slider and allowed more granular control of the double tap to dodge ability. Cyberpunk 2077 was criticized heavily upon release for its bugs, and patch 1.2, which was supposed to come out in February, was then delayed after CDPR suffered a data hack. A complete changelog for the patch, along with a release date, will be announced soon.